Thank you, Susan. Good morning, everybody. My presentation is on LED-based solar lighting systems, as our Joint Secretary Saab has just now mentioned. Now, so far we had been emphasizing on solar lighting systems based on CFLs. We had some specifications of solar lighting systems based on LEDs also, but now we are in the process of evolving some more applications, more models, which I'll be discussing with you today. I am going to show you the existing products, existing lighting systems based on LED, as well as the new proposed systems. The philosophy behind the proposed new specifications I like to just mention here, that in past several years, lot of field experience has been generated. We have gained a lot of experience and we have learned from that experience. We have been implementing the solar lighting systems for almost 20 years now. We have developed different kinds of applications. Earlier there was tube lights, compact fluorescent came later. There were a lot of reservations when we changed from fluorescent lights to compact fluorescent lights, but today CFLs are there, tube lights are not there in the program. But there are certain problems, certain reservations changing from CFLs to LEDs, and as our Joint Secretary Saab just now told, it is our endeavor to now properly specify the total specifications based on the LEDs, so that they can also become a popular program in the country. Basically, the new specifications are framed to give maximum value to the customer, to the user. LED efficiencies, the luminous efficiencies are increasing day by day, costs are coming down, and therefore we are now going to specify higher and higher luminous flux quantities for the models, and I am sure these specifications would be acceptable to most of us. Earlier in the CFLs, compared to that in LEDs, we have a special facility, that is dimming facility, which was not there earlier. We are now introducing this dimming facility so that to conserve electricity, conserve power at the time when it is not required, and we conserve energy, and therefore we can conserve on solar panels, conserve or reduce the cost overall. Some models based on new generation batteries, lithium ion and lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are going to come in the near future, we have tried to generate, and some models in this solar lighting system based on LED, we have introduced some color television also. I'll be discussing with you all these now. The LED based existing and proposed models I have now listed here. In red you can see these are the existing models, and the blue are the new proposed models. We can see we are proposing a lot of new models, and definitely we will like to have your inputs on those also. The model 1, which is existing on solar lantern, is covering full 360 degrees. Model 1A also is covering same but with some changes. We have introduced two new models here, which are task light, basically covering a range of 140 degrees, model 1 and model 2. Then home lighting systems, one is the existing model with a 6-watt module. I am going to show the specification, but with some changes we have introduced model 1A. Then another model, the home lighting system, there are model 2, 3 and 4 which are existing models, but we have introduced one more model now here, model 5, which would have a television also, color television as well. Then the solar street lighting systems, model 1, it is existing as it is, but based on the dimming properties of LEDs, we have introduced another model which is called solar outdoor lighting system, and it will have a dimming facility. Obviously it can work with a smaller modules as well. So coming with the existing model of solar lantern, model 1, which is based on 5 watts module and a light source of 1.5 to 2 watts white LED. I am just repeating it for the purpose of those who have not seen this specification, but these are existing and these are available on our website as well. This works on a 12 volt 7Ah sealed maintenance free lead acid battery, and it works for 4 to 5 hours a day. Autonomy here is for 3 days, that is the most important thing, and the warranty for battery is 2 years. The model 1 has got some luminous illumination levels in lux, as you can see, distance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I am not going to repeat, just these are the existing specifications. Compared to this, now in the proposed models, we have now increased this flux, you can just see that also. The model 1A, again it is a similar lantern or similar light as the existing model, except that now we have introduced lithium ion batteries here instead of sealed maintenance free battery. There is a lithium ion battery of 2 numbers, 2.2 ampere hour batteries, or we can have 3 lithium iron phosphate, lithium ferrophosphate batteries, which are little expensive, but maybe in near future they are also in there. And the major difference which we have made here, which was a bottleneck earlier, is the depth of discharge. Earlier we used to say that the depth of discharge should be 70 or 75% or 80% maximum. Here we allow up to 90%. And the load reconnect, which was again at 80% of the charge level, we have reduced to 60% because of the properties of lithium ion batteries. Warranties are same, 5 years for the complete system and 2 years for the battery, which I am sure lithium ion batteries can easily meet it. The minimum illumination which we require at full brightness is here, and this is almost 20-25% more than what we had specified earlier. Another model which we are now introducing here is the task light. This is not covering 360 degrees, it is covering a range of 140 degrees. Again, it is with a 5 watt panel only under standard test conditions, same light source, except that the autonomy has been reduced. Instead of 3 days, we have just kept it at 5 hours so that the battery capacity can be lower. Here only 2 batteries of 2.2 ampere hour lithium ion batteries can work, same specifications, but the cost may be reduced and it may be more popular. The lighting level are again, we specify 3 light levels, high, medium and low, so that whenever people are using it for smaller applications, they can use medium, or in the low application also they can use it just for the night lighting. There is another model, model 2 for unidirectional solar task light. This is still a, we can say a cheaper model or a more economic model. The light source is halved, 0.6 to 1 watt LEDs, and the PV module is reduced from 5 watt to 2.5 watt under STC. The battery also has been reduced from 2 numbers of 3.7 volt 2.2 ampere hour battery to single number of 2.2 ampere hour battery, and likewise the other things. But the basic difference, if you see between the model 1 and model 2, is the requirement is almost halved to make it more economical. So these are the 2 proposed, and the illumination level also are almost half of the previous one. Now the home lighting system, the solar home lighting system, this is the existing model, model 1. These solar home lighting systems provide a comfortable light level to the household, and it consists of a PV module, control electronics, battery and the luminaire. This is the basic definition we have for a home lighting system. Compared to a solar lantern, these are little different in the way that the light or the luminaire, we expect that it is hung from the ceiling or it is on the wall. The lantern basically is a handheld portable device. This is a fixed device, otherwise there is not much difference. But the batteries in the existing model are 12 volt 7Ah again, And we had mentioned though lithium ion and lithium iron batteries also, you could have put nickel metal halide battery also, but no capacities are mentioned here. Again, the autonomy is minimum 15 hours, and for that much of autonomy, lithium ion batteries or other batteries probably are too expensive. So we have introduced another model, Model 1A, which is just similar to Model 1 of home lighting system, except that the autonomy has been reduced. From 15 hours it has been now reduced to 5 hours at high level. Obviously minimum 2 light levels should be there, multiple can be there, but at least 2 light levels are there, so that in the night time, whenever there is not much requirement of illumination or light, people can reduce the illumination. The batteries required here are again 2 numbers of 2.2 ampere hour or 3 numbers of 1.45 ampere hour batteries, depending on the choice of the manufacturer. And the warranties, again we have kept 5 years for the complete system and 2 years for the battery, which I am sure lithium ion batteries can easily come up with this kind of. Then the existing 3 more models are there, home lighting system, model 2, 3 and 4, which I have shown here. These are available on our website, but just for the sake of clarity, I am just mentioning these are with 12 volt, 24 watt modules, PV modules, and the battery size is 12 volt, 12 Ah, 20 Ah, in both the cases, model 3 and 4. The difference between model 3 and 4 is both are with 2 and 4 LED based luminaire, but in the case of model 4, one can have a socket for 12 volt DC television as well. The light output required is minimum 15 flux at a periphery of 2.5 meter diameter from a height of 2.5 meter. These are the standard light output conditions for all the LED luminaires. Again, autonomy is minimum 15 hours, minimum 3 days. So the new kind of batteries, lithium ion batteries, may not be able to fulfill this kind of requirement. That's why we have now come up with one more thing is model 5, which we have come here, is compared to the 24 watt module, we have come up with a 74 watts module here, which will have a 12 volt 75 Ah battery, and it can have easily a color LED color television, which is today good televisions with 15 watt consumptions or around that are available in the market. The beneficiary can buy this television from the market and use it. The duty cycle again is 5 hours a day and warranty minimum 5 years. Now the LED based street lighting, the existing lighting is with a 40 watt module and light output minimum 15 lux at a periphery of 4 meter diameter from a height of 4 meter. The duty cycle is dusk to dawn. Autonomy again is minimum 3 days or 42 hours. Battery is 12 volt 40 ampere hour, lead acid, tubular, gel or VLA. The pole height is 4 meter here above the ground. Now compared to this, a new model we are proposing here is LED based solar, not street lighting, we call it outdoor lighting system. The module wattage has been halved, and how we have made this possible is the light output is a multiple light level. Minimum 2 light levels are there. In the night, first 4 hours can be the full beam, and in the morning can be 1 hour full beam, but in between maybe around 8 hours it can be only 50% of the light required. With this we can reduce the module size from 40 to 18 watts, as well as the battery size also is reduced. Battery size is now 20 ampere hour, 12 volt, or we can go for a corresponding lithium ion or lithium ferrophosphate battery as well. Protection, now we have introduced IP65, earlier it was not mentioned in the existing models. So these are the new models which we have tried to introduce here. Basically we are endeavoring for 2 things here. The battery life should be as good as possible. In existing models of solar lanterns, though the sealed maintenance free lead acid batteries are being used, we are demanding 2 years of warranty, but in the field it is reported that battery lasts for maximum 1 year. It is a major concern. The life of batteries have to be increased, and one way of doing that is maybe depth of discharge can be changed. It may be limited to 50% instead of 80%. Maybe then we can have a better life. But another thing which we are introducing here is the lithium ion or lithium ferrophosphate batteries, which are little expensive today, but the life cycle cost shall be definitely better in the long run. It is, as far as the depth of discharge is concerned, I showed you it can be up to 90%. Lesser autonomy is there, so the battery size need not be very high. One big advantage with LEDs is that these are the DC devices. They require simpler electronics, but definitely there is one problem there, that is the glare. Mr. Su told that this can be definitely addressed with some LED arrays and maybe with the use of a diffuser, but this is the area of concern. This has to be addressed to by our colleagues. As Joint Secretaries have told, it is an evolving process. We welcome the suggestions of all the manufacturers, all the developers, and we encourage them. We encourage all of you to come up with a better and innovative solution. You please suggest us. We are available. We are very much receptive to your suggestions. We will include those also. Thank you very much.